new hope. Deliver new. Giving up like check out the free throw. Anybody want to be?
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, fourth-year quarterback Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they get set to take on the rookie Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports.
Somebody call for the queen.
Franchise.
Dagger.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a sister by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, you got to picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for what? For the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on the, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, fourth-year quarterback Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they get set to take on the rookie Lamar Jackson.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Leopard! 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
On 2nd down, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 3rd and short. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now Jackson, that is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Jackson on first down. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson will throw again. It's not incomplete. It's John Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The numbers for Brown from a week ago. 4 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Lucky 56.
Again, Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw is Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Jackson out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They will run it in with Coleman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing is Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Lucky 56. Gone.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
And yes, they want the point, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Patriot! Gone!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. On second down, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And Jackson throwing once more. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to sling this deep down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Ready. Blue ready.
going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On third down, Winston. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Jackson. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But when you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and long for Winston. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coleman now. And he'll power his way out near the 25. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jameis to throw it. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues it. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Leopard!
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Jackson on 1st down. Room to run past midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Jackson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. On first down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And Brate has it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 39.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw on 2nd down. Jackson. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And able to find John Brown. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Leopard.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. John Brown now heading back onto the field as he gets set to go here. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. To throw is Jackson on 1st and 10. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Benny Logan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Noah Spence, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They go play action with Jackson. And he's got Snead. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Gone!
3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Andre Holmes, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. A very solid gain of 27. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Vinny Curry. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Ready. Blue ready.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This is Coleman. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw now. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Brake, the tight end's got it. A good pickup there at 22.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Jameis now on 1st down. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. If you hit a guy on a run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Coleman, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
It's Coleman here. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. He'll get it up the middle. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Ravens have got it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
No, check. Patriot. Gun.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
Lucky 56. Gun.
On second down, Jackson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Jackson now from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Jackson on second down, eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Jackson now. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now.
And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Perriman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun?
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play, Winston to Evans, and even 50 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
From the gun, Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens add on. Tucker with the extra point. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Evans has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Jameis to throw it. And this is caught by Evans. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Winston. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy that can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He's got Evans. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And Brate has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready? Ready?
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll throw again. Winston. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Winston. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Williams to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because...
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Noah Spence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's caught out left by Perriman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking for Perriman there. He's got it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Buccaneers have it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready. Black 22. Boys up. Boys up.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Ready, go. Black 25.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. First down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down, Winston. Got a man, that's Allison. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 14.
Ready.
From the gun, Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.